Well, the past few weeks, which have made up the month of March so far, have been quite a wild ride. Looking back over the first full week, we had several days as 36 degrees as our high. Then go forward another week, and we had 2 days in a row at 58 degrees. And this week, we've got snow in the forecast. So really crazy month so far. And it's nothing short of usual for the Quad Cities to be seeing a pretty wild ride for the month of March between winter and spring. Temperatures right now, we've got most of us around the 40-degree mark, 40 in Kewaunee and Geneseo, 41 here in the Quad Cities, 38 in Clinton, and 41 degrees in Wapello. Looking right now here in the Quad Cities, we do see it's pretty calm right now. The winds are mostly have been out of the northwest today, but right now not blowing very strong, only 0 to 5 miles an hour. And taking a look at the wind map, there's really no overall flow just yet, but this will be changing tomorrow, and these very calm winds are really going to pick up as this next system comes through. We're going to be seeing some gusts upwards of 30 miles an hour possible. Looking right now at my weather headlines, though, it's going to be a pretty mild start to Friday. I know I'm talking about snow, but we're still going to be seeing temperatures climb into the upper 40s, near 50 across much of the area, and then the snow will begin later on in the evening. Rain will begin first late in the afternoon on Friday, and then it's going to be a very heavy, wet snow as we head into Saturday. And that heavy, wet snow combined with those winds that I just mentioned, we do have a little bit of a risk of some trees snapping possibly, or the power lines getting weighed down. So we do have a little bit of a risk for a power outage or two coming up, but I'll take a look at that in a minute. Right now, looking at the satellite and radar, we've had clouds move in over the day today, so that's increased the cloud cover. We saw a few showers off towards our southern hometowns, but most of those have cleared out, and it's not really accumulating much. Like I said, we have a winter storm watch out for much of our counties. This is along Interstate 80 and north especially, but most of the storm is going to be moving from the northwest to the southeast of the area, sort of missing out on our southern hometowns. They'll still see a little bit of snow, but the heaviest stuff is definitely going to be along the I-80 corridor and north. Looking now on the Futurecast, this is one computer model that has been doing sort of well with the past several systems that we've had come through, but there are several other tracks that it could take. As we see here, Friday around 5 o'clock, we've got some rain off towards the south and west, then it builds towards the Quad Cities. By 10 o'clock, we've got a band of heavy snow starting to set up over the Quad Cities. And you see over here towards Waterloo, even heavier snow trying to make its way through the Quad Cities. Now, this one has a little bit further north of a track, and our northern hometowns could really see some very heavy wet snow across the area, several inches accumulating. Other models have it taking a little bit further south of a track, so that is a little bit of a difference. But as we see through the afternoon, we're going to be seeing the snow taper off, and that lines up with that winter storm watch. That goes from 7 p.m. on Friday through Saturday afternoon. But looking at a couple of the models side by side, several of them agree that we could be seeing several inches, but the NAM actually has it taking a little bit further north track, so we'll be seeing a little bit more rain before the snow sets up. So with it being still just over 24 hours out, there's still a little bit of a divide in the models right now. Overnight tonight, though, we'll see temperatures get right around freezing. We'll be still partly cloudy, but it's actually close to average. And tomorrow afternoon, we'll be getting right back up to around 50 degrees. But as soon as that rain starts to come in and switch over to snow, that's when we're going to see those temperatures plummet. And they won't rebound through the weekend. Saturday, we're only going to be seeing a high of around 37 degrees. So still pretty chilly through the morning hours, but we're going to be right around that freezing mark. So that is a very heavy, wet snow that's just going to stick to everything. And with the winds coming through around 20 to 30 miles an hour, we do want to remember to be prepared for a possible power outage or two with this storm system coming out.
Very poor visibility, driving is hazardous, do not do it.
Exactly.
All those sorts of things.